It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is showtime. Geno Jones Showtime. Hey, I'm coming to you. That's right, you and you and you. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Tell everybody you know to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Share the episode. You can share it. You can tag and text it. You can copy and paste the link, and you can email it, text it. You can share it on your page. You can tag your folks, however you want to do it. So subscribe, share, multiple ways, screen grab, rip some of the video, chop it up, make it go viral, put it in some little shorts on TikTok, on Instagram, on X or Twitter, or create some YouTube shorts right here on YouTube. Subscribe, share, screen grab. Like and binge watch all my back episodes, and please leave your comments in the comment section on this show. So give me your comment on this show and every episode that you see. October is going to mark the 4th year anniversary. I was looking for the right way to say that. So October is going to mark 4 years of the Geno Jones Show coming to you live 5 days a week. That's how we get down, y'all. So we're gonna have something special. We're gonna do something special for the entire month, actually. And I have a new subscription goal, 1,000 new subscribers, roughly within the next 60 days. I'm already a YouTube partner, basically a YouTube partner. They have certain levels. So I'm a partner, but now the next level, I'll start getting those big YouTube checks. So thank you for supporting Black-owned media, Geno Media, and the Geno Jones Show. So I want to get that Club Shay Shay. I want to get that Club Shay Shay Shannon Sharp bag. So support her brother and support the Geno Media Company and support Black-owned media and the Geno Jones Show by telling everybody to subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of the video, like, binge watch all my back episodes, and leave your comments in the comment section. And if you'd like to be an advertiser, if you'd like to be a sponsor, I'd love to have you. I'm always shouting. I don't have my Perrier water because I'm usually, I got a bottle of Perrier water I'm putting on camera, product placement. So shout out to a Maison. It's now Maison Perrier. Maison Perrier. So Maison Perrier need to put some money in the media company. How about that? You need an influencer. You need a pitch man. So holler at me. But I would love to have you, love for you to be a part of the Geno Jones Show family as an advertiser or a sponsor. Now, we got that covered. Now let's get to the business of today. Janet Jackson, who's wrapped up her American tour, the American leg, the U.S. leg of her tour. I hate that. Janet, can you put a couple more dates out there for a brother or a sister? Please, 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 please. Anyway, so Janet is wrapped up the U.S. leg of her tour. However, got some money, take a flight over to Europe. She's going to be kicking off the European leg of her tour this fall. By the way, guess who Janet Jackson's cousins are? No, not Jermaine and Tito and Marlon. Those are her brothers. Janet Jackson says on her family tree, she is related to Stevie Wonder. That's right, Stevie Wonder. Stevie is her cousin on her mother's side. Also, a cousin, Tracy Chapman, the sister, the original maker of the song Fast Cars. I know a country group, somebody did it, remade it again, in 2023? Yeah, I think last year in 2023, but the sister that made it first, back in the late 80s, huge hit. So Stevie Wonder and Tracy Chapman are Janet Jackson's cousins. Who would have known it? Who would have thunk it? Had no idea. Did not know that at all. So, all right, Janet Jackson, have you checked out your family tree? Who's on your family tree? Do you know? That's something I want to do. I have not taken a look at my family tree yet. It is something that I need to do, and I absolutely, positively plan to do it. And hey, I'd recommend you do the same also. All right. So we got 84 days until Election Day. Project 2025 is still a 922-page blueprint, basically to strip us of, it's really, how can I put it? It's a 922-page blueprint to basically turn America to a white Christian nationalist, racist, government-sanctioned white Christian nationalist, racist, misogynist, sexist society to take away virtually all the civil rights, voting rights, and human rights of everybody that's not a white, wealthy, Christian, straight man. You want to take my word for it? You can look. Well, if you can find it now, well, you can find it because they had it up on their website, project2025.org, because they were bold with it. They were like, we're going to just, we telling you, our plan is to oppress you and your family and your kids and your grandkids. And there's nothing you can do about it. They got real bold until all of a sudden Vice President Kamala Harris became the Democratic nominee for president. It was like, oh, snap. Now all of a sudden, Project 2025, you can't, before, they had a setup where you could download it as a PDF on your computer or your tablet. Not anymore, but it's out there now. So, we all got copies. You can't hide it and you can't lie. So you got to understand, and I cannot say this enough, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, and I really do not care. And by the way, for everybody that's watching me live, feel free to join me in my conversation or join the conversation or start a conversation in my chat room. If you got a question or comment, maybe you got somebody, birthday shout out, whatever it is, whatever you got going on, it's all good. So just reach out to me right here on my, reach out to me on my YouTube channel, in my chat room that I keep open live. So you can always leave comments after the show is live. So if you're watching the recorded version, you can leave a comment in the comment section. But if you're watching me live, you can give me a comment in my chat room, my live chat room, and I'll read it on camera. We can have a conversation. You want to get into a debate, discussion, argument, whatever, however you want to do this, I'm good with it. But once again, let me go back. I can't stress this enough, especially to my millennials and especially my Gen Z brothers and sisters. Once again, this election, it's not about a person or personality. It is about principles. It's a choice. It's a simple choice. And yes, now with Vice President Kamala Harris in, it's a choice we choose to be happy warriors. And I agree, but don't get it twisted. Do not get it confused. Do not make a mistake. It is a choice between our freedom and our oppression. It is that simple. Because the people who are behind Project 2025, the white Christian nationalists that want to get rid of the Department of Education, which means they'll be getting rid of public schools. So either you'll have to have the money to send your child to like one of these private schools, and they want to take the public school money, the taxpayer money that we pay in federal taxes for public schools. They want to take that and give it to these white Christian nationalist private schools. And then part of Project 2025 is to allow those schools to discriminate and deny black students and students of color an opportunity. Because Project 2025 basically was strip and get rid of the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act, fair housing, all of it. So all these institutions would be able to legally segregate and discriminate. Literally, everything, all kind of public accommodations, restaurants, hotels, schools, libraries, museums, sporting events, stadiums, courthouses, movie theaters. Jobs could engage in employment discrimination, and you couldn't sue them. As a matter of fact, they want to reverse engineer this to where if a white person who is being racist and engaging in racism is discriminating against you in a workplace or public accommodation or in housing, and you accuse that white racist of being a racist, the white racist could sue you? Oh, yeah. I'm not making this up. Don't take my word for it. You can, but you can find out for yourself. I'm giving you the receipts. I'm going to source it for you. Project 2025. You can still, some folks that, they, so Project 2025 themselves.org, their site, they used to have the PDF where you could download it, but you can still find it. If you just do a quick Google search of Project 2025, because there are a lot of us who have been warning about this for over a year now, have been sounding the alarm. Shout out to Taraji P. Henson, because she shouted it out and talked about it on the BET Awards back in June. And the Google searches spiked, went through the roof, and really helped get the conversation going really fully in the culture, our culture, like we needed it. Because we, as black people and people of color, are going to be our first ones targeted. This is specifically targeted to take away our rights as black people, as not just black people, but people of color, Afro-Latinos, Native American, Asian Americans, basically, like I said, the LGBTQ community, because they really are going hard after everything. Want to get rid of, well, now, gay marriage is legalized. It's federally, there's federal law. So now, in all states, gay marriage is legal. They want to get rid of that. They want to be able to discriminate against lesbians, gays and lesbians in the trans community, the trans member of our family of humanity. Because at the end of the day, the sad part is we all one, the human family. Because this race thing is just bullshit. It was just made up, and I've said this forever. It was made up by a small handful of people who had control of the social, economic, and political power to gain more economic, social, and political power. Basically, by pitting poor and working class people of all backgrounds and ethnicities, which is why this race bullshit was made up in the first place. 84 days. It is a choice. Please hear me when I say this. It is a choice, and you are choosing between your freedom and your oppression. Because Donald Trump, a.k.a. Orange Hitler, he's just a figurehead. His ass can't even talk. He was on Twitter with racist ass Elon Musk last night. They were 40 minutes late. I didn't hear you mention that. So you tried to trash the National Association of Black Journalists about where their equipment didn't work and they were 30 minutes late. So what were you trying to say? Well, the white man's equipment didn't work and he was 40 minutes late, and he, the CEO of Twitter, supposed to be Mr. Brilliant Engineer Elon Musk, with his ignorant racist ass. So he's this great engineer, so how come he couldn't get his own platform to work? And then when it was working, Donald Trump sounded like he lost his dentures. He was just, lisping and spitting. It was just, I know he triggers so many, Orange Hitler triggers so many folks. I can only take them in very small doses. But if you listen just to 30 seconds of Orange Hitler, a.k.a. Donald Trump talking to Elon Musk, it's like, dude, did you put your dentures back in? And he sounds incoherent, illiterate, and he's got the nerve to try to call Kamala Harris stupid. Dude, you can't even compare. your level of intelligence is not even in the same universe of Vice President Kamala Harris. Stop with the BS. Really, you can't even talk. Listen, just after the show, you can go, I'm sure you can find the video, some audio right here on YouTube. Donald Trump, on this show we call him Orange Hitler. Sometimes Orange Jackass jumpsuit. I think it was Orange Jumpsuit Hitler. Orange Jumpsuit Jackass Hitler. But just go, you can find it on YouTube or do a Google search. Donald Trump talks to Elon Musk. It's like, dude, put your dentures in. You need some Polydent. Those Polydent commercials, and they kind of glue the dentures in it. Get you some new Polydent, man, some glue, some crazy glue or something, and glue them joints to the roof of your mouth, because it sounded like you needed it. Really, really did. So I digress. It's a choice. Once again, I'm going to say this again. We're choosing between our freedom and our oppression. And not just our freedom and our oppression. The freedom and oppression of our sons and daughters and grandchildren, nieces and nephews and great-grandchildren. On my way out again, I want to salute President Biden, because what President Biden did to step aside to say that he would not run for a second term. Once again, he was on CBS Morning News Sunday, their Sunday show. And I can't stress enough how rare, how unique it is for people who have power virtually never relinquish it or like give it away or give it back. They just don't. Man, they hold on to it like a wino clutching his last bottle. Like, no. But he chose his ego. He chose his country. He put his ego aside, his pride aside, and chose his country and the well-being of his country over his own personal interests and wishes and desires. And for somebody with that kind of power to be in a position to be the most powerful person on the planet and to say, you know what, I'm going to step aside and I'm going to pass this baton and I'm going to pass it to this black woman so you all can't steal it from her. Because many Democrats, powerful Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, even those in the Obama camp, David Axelrod and some more, James Carville, I could go on and name a lot of names. Those in the Senate, some of the senators that even served with Joe Biden. They wanted Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris out. Like I said before, like I said last night, they wanted Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, or Governor Gretchen Whitmer, because there was a portion of white Democrats, especially white women Democrats, that weren't really crazy about a black woman becoming the first woman president over a white woman. Now, I'm not making this up. As a matter of fact, you could do a quick Google, either Google or YouTube search. What's her name? My state rep. She's not my rep, but U.S. Representative Ocasio. Is it Cortez? The sister, the Puerto Rican sister that's in the House of Representatives in New York City. I forgot which borough she represents. But shout out to her. She called it out. She was on camera. She did an interview. She said, I've been in some of the rooms and I've been privy. I have heard the conversations. And these people who are Democrats in positions of power were not fond of Vice President Kamala Harris and didn't think she could win and didn't want her to, if President Biden was to step aside and not to run again for a second term, they didn't think she could win. They didn't want her to run. They didn't like her. Yes. That was the real. But what happened when the Sunday, the President Biden announced that he would be stepping aside and not running for a second term, and then later, because he first it was like two letters. It was a letter. He posted it he posted it on Twitter, on X, I believe, and I think eventually they put it up on the White House. But I know the letter was on social media, and then the news media got a hold of it and everything. And then maybe not even an hour after that, he said, I'm endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris to run for president. And I am throwing all of my support behind my vice president to be our next president. And that was a checkmate move, because he knew if he didn't do that, it would be chaos. So to do that, not to mention so many things his administration, the Biden-Harris administration, has done. This ain't no paid political. They're not paying me a dime. I wish they would do a media buy. I hope they will. But the point I want to make is that there's so much President Biden and Vice President Harris, their administration, accomplished so much, and folks will sit in the barbershop. He ain't done nothing for black folks. Well, no. Well, first of all, how many black folks do you know that have like health care through what they call the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare? I think now, I saw a number, I think only 7% of Americans don't have health insurance, which I was shocked to see that number. There are tens of millions of Americans that have health insurance through Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act that President Biden expanded to pay less than $100 a month for health insurance. That is huge. For seniors on Medicare, now being President Biden, capped the price of insulin at $35 a month. And now Vice President Kamala Harris wants to basically cap the price of insulin for everybody at $35 a month. Rescue the economy. After Orange Hitler lied to people and told people to inject bleach and shine an ultraviolet light and give them take some ivermectin, which was medicine for horses that was deadly to humans. Instead of drinking Lysol and injecting Lysol, President Biden made sure that there was enough vaccine to where nearly 80% of all American adults fully vaccinated, which allowed schools to reopen and daycares to reopen, and not to mention the executive orders banning chokeholds and restricting these no-knock warrants, because one of those no-knock warrants was behind Breonna Taylor being murdered in her bed in Louisville, Kentucky in 2020. Oh, he pardoned, President Biden pardoned all prior federal offenses for simple marijuana possession. So basically, if you had a felony charge for simple marijuana possession and that felony was still on your record, well, you're pardoned. That's going to be off your record if it's not already. Put Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson on the Supreme Court, the first black woman Supreme Court judge. I could go on and on and on. So in closing, let me just say this. If you can vote early, Election Day is going to be on Tuesday, November 5th in many states. Early voting will start mid to late September. I know here in South Carolina, early voting begins 30 days before Election Day. So Election Day is November 5th. So somewhere right around, I would say, October 6th, somewhere around there, October 5th or 6th, somewhere in that area, it's going to be early voting will begin. So whenever early voting begins in your state, do not wait. Don't even take a chance. Don't mess around. Don't F around and find out. And take everybody. Rent party buses, school buses. Act like y'all going to a Super Bowl party or going to the Essence Festival or NBA All-Star Weekend. Show up in those numbers like y'all going to see Beyonce or Taylor Swift. Show up in those numbers to vote, because it is a choice between your freedom and your oppression. And it is just that simple. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and you, especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern in Chicago, 5:30 live in Los Angeles, 3:30 p.m. Once again, I have a new goal. I want to get 1,000 new subscribers in the next 60 days. So I'm already a YouTube partner, but I want to go to that next level to get that YouTube. Start getting them YouTube checks, get that YouTube bag, if you understand what I'm saying. So thank you for supporting Geno Media. It is so important that we support Black-owned media, because no one is going to tell your story, our story, better than you or us. They're not. They're just not going to do it. Never have done it and never will do it. Nobody can tell your story better than you can. And nobody can tell our story better than us. So thank you for supporting Black-owned media. Subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of the video, make it go viral. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, binge watch all my back episodes. Please leave your comments in the comment section. So leave your comments on today's show in the comment section. And please leave your comments for all of my back episodes in the comment section. I want to thank everybody for watching again. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey. Our prayers go out to his family. He had a loss in his family member. So shout out to you, Brother Markel. Had to check on you today and got a chance to see your face. We're lifting you up in prayer, brother. You know we love you and we're here for you. Check him out. He is the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check him out on Instagram, Kel B Cutting Up, KelBeCuttinup. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show, along with my buddy Bruce Gage. You can check Allie Jones and her Lexi Jones collection out on IG, on Instagram, LX.NCL_. LX.NCL_. And check out Bruce Gage and his Mario Uomo collection. Just go to Instagram and search Mario Uomo, MARIOUOMO. So Mario, MARIOUOMO is pronounced Uomo, an Italian word. Also check out Flyball the store. He is the officially licensed vendor or retailer to carry the official Negro League baseball gear, varsity style sweaters, like high school varsity jackets and sweaters, shirts, ties, dresses, caps, dresses for women. So check it out, flyballthestore.com, flyballthestore.com. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Everybody, Mother, I love you, and I will talk to you later. Everybody else, a lot of folks are watching me live now. Thank you for watching me live. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I love to hear from you. And when I'm on camera live, don't be afraid. Jump in the chat room. You can join. My mother always has a conversation going in my chat room, so you can always join that conversation or start a conversation yourself in my chat room. But please leave your comments for every episode. Leave a comment on this episode in today's comment section, and each and every back episode, leave a comment or your comments in my comment section. All right, everybody, thank you. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out in Los Angeles. Until then, be blessed. Thanks again for watching. Love you. We'll see you. Now go back and binge watch whatever you miss from this or any episode, including Monday Night Was Fire too. So go back and check out that monologue. Check out that show.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.